Recorded live with little or no editing. It's Defense Up. I'm Red 7. How you doing? We're still doing this mobile stream. Going to be happening for a while. Today we're going over Storm Team's defense. These are some smaller numbers, so it's going to be tough. We're going to grade hard these days. Remember, we're not screwing around anymore. We're carving them up. If you make mistakes, I'm going to tear you a new one. All right, we have the Red Skull Hydra team for team number 1. Of course, we're grading on 5 different criteria: who you're using, their placement, their power levels, or ISOs, what kind of mood I'm in. Let's see. I always want to see Grenadier on any of these Hydra teams. Grenadier is a really important one, and then he goes well with Zemo. It's somebody who you could build for multiple reasons, so you get more value when you build that one. This looks like it's just going to be a filler team. So Storm Team went kind of light on the power levels, and that's probably a good way to go, especially for newer players. You could put a small investment in this team and get a lot of value out of it, so I like that it's a little one. I would like to see the stars on this team. Farming is the thing we do. We actually have some people to farm it at both ends of the spectrum, whether you're new or an old player. Man, this seat is so uncomfortable. I got to get me something new. Okay. As for placement, you got your placement screwed up. We want Sniper somewhere in the middle because he like spawns with invisibility or something like that, breaking it up. And then I'd like to see you probably replace Scientist with Grenadier. I think that's going to be a better choice. You don't need the healing and the positive effects on this team. It's all about dying and reviving, and they're not powerful enough to, live through anything really. So let's just get somebody in there who can do some more damage. As for your ISOs, Striker, Healer, Raider, and Healer. Okay, I want to see either Fortifier across the board, which is my preferred one because it makes them that much harder to get through. Or I would like to see you change Sniper to a Skirmisher and the tank to a Fortifier. Yeah, Hydra Armored Guard or whatever his name is, the guy that taunts. Let's change him to a Fortifier also. I'm going to give you a B+ for this team. It could use a little bit of work. Team number 2 is Shield Goons with Coulson and Fury. Get rid of Trooper, add in the chick with the backpack. She's got the jetpack on her back, not Kestrel. She's got wings. I'm talking about the minion, Assaulter. Get her in here because she adds crit to everybody. And then you're gonna have Coulson as a striker and everybody else as a raider except for medic. And you also want medic to be, so you're gonna go shield security, medic, then Assaulter, and then Fury and Coulson is what you're gonna want. Honestly, I think getting rid of the minions altogether is gonna be a better choice. Your Fury is outpacing them and adjusting the power level of this team in a way that's not really good. Fury isn't a damage dealer, and so having him beef up that power level and making it look bigger isn't great. That's like walking into a team full of like level 1 blasters and then having a Gears tier 16 Minerva on it. Who cares? She's not doing any damage. You'll just kill her and forget about the rest of them. People are just going to go in here and kill Fury and forget about the rest of them because Coulson's the only other person who's a threat and he's 1/3 the power. So your power levels are super wonky. I'm not sure if Fury's even doing you any good on this team. You might consider pairing Fury up on an offensive team to give you that speed up on spawn or whatever that, is using a special first on an offensive team. That might be better. Otherwise, this team needs a lot of investment. You need to change who you're using. You need to change their placement. You need to change some of their ISOs. For me, this is a failure. I'm giving you a D-. It's barely passing. All right, 3 is it's a Merc team. It's a very unexciting Merc team. I don't like seeing Taskmaster in between Lieutenant and Riot Guard. I like seeing Lieutenant next to Riot Guard so that if Riot Guard does get his taunt off, you're constantly getting heals out of Lieutenant. I think that's more valuable. And then you can put Taskmaster next to Lieutenant on the other side. That way he's not getting the deflex. That way if they come into it with, X-Force, when X-23 goes into him, there's a chance he doesn't block that because he's just going to take more damage if he has those deflects. She's just going to keep hitting him again and again with those deflects. So don't do that. So let's change the placement. Otherwise, I like how you're using it. It's kind of just a team you built up to a decent level and threw in here. It's not too bad. I like that you didn't overinvest. I would like to see on this particular build, I'd like to see Taskmaster as a skirmisher and all of them as strikers. That way you're getting triple taps out of your people because they're all similar power level. It's either that or you make Taskmaster a striker, make all of them skirmishers, and put a lot of investment into your Taskmaster so that he gets called in for an assist and does a lot of damage, and then who cares? You don't need the triple tap. It's just Taskmaster going in and doing that. There'd be lots of vulnerables on the field, and when he takes a turn, he'll be copying and clearing. So either way you want to go, I think this day and age, it's better to make him a striker and everybody else skirmishers. The only thing, so aside from that placement tweak, the only thing I really don't like is that you went level 2 on the ISOs. It's either level 1 or war ready. So for me, this team is a B-. It's not terrible, but you got some things you need to do here. Team number 4 is Black Order. Oh my goodness, Black Order is so boring. Let's do a placement swap with Proxima, Midnight, and Thanos. The ISOs on Thanos and Cull Obsidian aren't too critical. I don't mind a Raider and Healer on those guys. Skirmisher Striker combo on the married couple, that's okay. They definitely need a little gear investment. You've got power invested in Thanos and Ebony Maw. Wow. Yeah, you know what? If I were you, I would invest a little bit of power into Proxima Midnight because she's going to take a turn in the beginning. And make her the striker and Corvus Glaive the skirmisher. Corvus Glaive's probably going to die, or he'll go under stealth and not get hit. You never know. But make her the striker, him the skirmisher, so you get a double tap off of Proxima Midnight in the beginning. You're going to have to build up Cull Obsidian a little bit. I wouldn't take him into the gold gear or orange gear, whatever you want to call it, but I'd give him another purple ring at least. And I do the same with Proxima Midnight. Take her up to gear tier 12. Leave Corvus Glaive. He's just going to be there for placing a skirmisher attack. And then make them all war ready. This is a decent war team. It calls for a response. And if you don't act now, you're not going to get any value out of this team because they are on the downswing. So a little bit of investment in Corvus, or I'm sorry, in Proxima and in Cull Obsidian. And then you need to do... You might change Cull Obsidian to a fortifier also, since he's going to be so much smaller. I think that's the way to go. All right, so it needs a ton of work. I'm going to give you a C-. I don't like this team. It's just, you threw it in here as a 5-piece, but it needs a lot of work to really make it pop off. I think you can forget about Corvus Glaive, other than changing him to a skirmisher level 1, just so that you get the double tap out of Proxima Midnight. All right, moving on. Team number 5 is a Kree team. Oh, forget this. See, this is what I was talking about. You got this great big Minerva in here, beefing up that power level, and a bunch of wimps in here. This is a total waste of, I mean, Ultimus? Ronin? F. I don't like this team. Just get rid of it. Use Minerva someplace else. Team number 6. Heroes for Hire. I think the placement isn't 100%. Probably move Shang-Chi out of the corner, but I mean, people are going to argue that also, so I don't care. As long as Luke Cage isn't in the corner, it's fine. Let's go. Let's see. Skirmishers. Let's see. Striker, skirmisher, Raider. I like Luke Cage as a fortifier. You wanted to go skirmisher. Okay. I'll give you an A- for this team. It's not terrible. You know what? B+. B+. I'm not excited about the placement, and I'm not excited about the ISO choices, but they're not terrible. I don't think they're going to impact anything. Ask around for the optimum placement for this team, because at this point in time, I don't want to recommend anything because I'm tired of people bitching to me in the comments. It doesn't matter what I say, it's going to be wrong. So, yeah, so A- for that, or B+, whatever I said. 7 is the Wakandans. Here we go. Let's move Black Panther further away. Get Okoye away from M'Baku also. So let's go M'Baku, Killmonger, then Shuri, then Okoye, and then Black Panther is going to be your placement. Healer, Raider, you need to change Black Panther to a striker. That's a big no-no. He has to be a striker. And then Okoye has to be a skirmisher. Okoye counterattacks on everybody else's attack. So make her a skirmisher, and then you get the triple hit combo with Black Panther. When Okoye kills somebody on that combo, it counts for Black Panther, and he gets the speed up. So you got to change that. And then M'Baku is a striker also. That's okay. So major waste of ISOs on this team. Terrible placement. I'm going to give you a C+ for it. Team number 8, Doc Ock Sinister 6. Okay, I don't know what we do about this team, guys. I don't know what we do about this team. I kind of want to fail anybody that doesn't have a fully developed Doc Ock Sinister 6. A fully developed Doc Ock Sinister 6 is great. A minuscule one like this is just a speed ramp to run over a good plug-and-play tune. I'm going to go back to giving Ds for this team. I just don't like it. And then you've got Doc Ock in the corner with the deflex going to who? Nobody. Nobody but Rhino. I'd swap places with Rhino and Doc Ock, I guess. Or, I don't know. I mean, honestly, swap places with Shocker and Doc Ock. Doc Ock's going to be summoning Vulture, I think. I'm not sure. Skirmisher, 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 Skirmisher. Oh, they're all healer. I'm sorry. Those are all healers. It's a little blurry pick. Sorry. Those are all healers. You didn't even try on the ice. I'm giving you an F for this team. You didn't even try. Get it out of my face. All right. Team number 9 is the Axemen. Swap places with Kitty and Jubilee. You went Skirmisher on everybody, Striker on Bishop. Great development in this team. You put the power where it belongs. This is an A-. I need that placement swap, but otherwise you're doing really good here. Team number 10, Marauders. No Madeline Pryor. You went with Ghost instead. Here's the problem. You've got 2 strikers and 1 skirmisher. And when you put Madeline Pryor in here, she's going to be a striker also. So let's change Strife to a skirmisher and or raider. On his second turn, he does an adjacent attack, so maybe Raider's the choice to get some more vulnerables on the field. And then you could leave Ghost in here as a striker. Otherwise, you could change Emma to a skirmisher to get some more vulnerables on the field. Entirely up to you. I just don't like that you've got 2 strikers and not enough people putting out vulnerables. Also, your Strife is puny. He needs to be gear tier 14 for sure. For sure, he needs to be gear tier 14, so let's change that. I'm going to give you a B- for the team. It's not fantastic. It's not terrible, though, but it's all right. Okay, guys, this has been Storm Team's Defense Up review. We are not currently accepting Defense Up reviews at this time because my life is chaotic and the list got too long anyways. And besides, do you really want to come in here and just have me trash talk your defense? I doubt it. Remember, guys, have a good game. Don't just have a good game. Be good to yourselves and others, too, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.